ladies, how y'all feeling? Niggas, all right. Buckle y'all motherfucking seatbelts, cause we about to have a good motherfucking night. I would like to proudly introduce, maybe a little moose, maybe a little vodka, I don't know. But welcome to the Queens with Attitude podcast. Woo!
All right.
What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Remember, this is Parent Trapped. Parent trapped, because sometimes being parent, sometimes you feel trapped, but sometimes you feel like you in the trap because you gotta hustle to take care of these little children of ours. So I'm glad to see y'all here tonight. So we definitely gonna get into it. But first, I must ask you, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
No, I'm not okay, see.
Wait a minute, bitch. You're some water. Is that a man?
Nah, okay, because I feel like this Jesse Smollett nigga, this light-skinned nigga, just I forgot all about that shit until this trial started, right? And they found him guilty on the bogus charges and not the actual charge that he should have been found guilty on. He should have been fucking found guilty for lying to the police because he lied to the police. We know he lied to the fucking police. We ain't stupid. Just like OJ lied, he lied. Come on. Motherfucking niggas lie.
Hell no. OJ didn't do that. OJ didn't do that. You will not disrespect OJ because he did not do that.
OJ had his hand in there. He might not have did it physically, but his hand was in there. But anyway.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
But anyway, they found him guilty on 4 of the 5 charges, and all he's gonna get is probation, supposedly, because he don't have a record. But let that been a regular ass nigga, they would have got the maximum of them 3 motherfucking years. Let's just be real.
Girl,
He's
too cute to go to prison, bitch. Let's be for real.
But
his name is Juice
because he's not gonna mind being nobody's bitch. What do you mean? He would definitely enjoy it.
You might have liked it.
My man's already, So what's gonna be the problem? He gonna be for everybody in jail.
It's raining.
Like, what the fuck?
This nigga said it's raining men. Let me get my umbrella. It's not safe outside. It's not safe.
Yeah, and I personally didn't know who this rapper was, but another rapper got killed last night. Slim 400 in LA.
400 Slim. That was YG homeboy.
Oh, that's YG homeboy. Okay, I didn't know who the fuck he was. I just seen the video earlier, and that shit fucked me up because I'm like, you really see this nigga getting killed, and the way they did him, I'm like, whoa, like
what they do to him?
I didn't hear that.
No, nigga walked up to the car like, hey yo, homie, you got a problem with me? Blah 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 blah. Pull the nigga out the car, blah blah. Pull the nigga down the driveway, blah blah. I mean, like, was lighting this nigga up.
What a
And I
game.
was like, my sound effects is crazy. I know. My sound effects is crazy.
Rest in peace.
For me.
But R.I.P. to, we said 400 Slim 400?
Wait a minute.
400. Yeah, Slim 400.
Wait a minute. This
yeah,
nigga said it was a gauge and said black, black, black. I thought gauge was like more like brat.
Nah, a gauge
Uzi, nigga had a pistol.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
Nigga, let me do
boom.
my motherfucking sound effects like I do my motherfucking sound effects.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's 22.
It's black,
Pew,
black,
pew,
black
pew.
for me.
I don't know what she was shooting. She was a cartoon gun. I don't know what she was shooting.
Hey, look. There you go.
Any fucking way. Anyway, thank you for that news update and that little gun sound effect, but it's a 22, so pew, pew, pew. Anyway, we do got some special guests tonight that I want to introduce. I got my man GQ. How you doing tonight, GQ?
What's up? I'm doing good. How y'all feeling tonight?
Real good.
Oh, camera falling and everything, but it's good.
Okay. It looks like you got a facial. Your skin is real popping. So shout out to you.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
that.
that Noxzema. You know what I'm saying? My grandma taught me that one.
Okay, little witch hazel. Also, we got tonight my man Miguel checking in.
What's happening? Hey, I was doing good, but she talked about that Jesse Smollett nigga. He done set light skinned niggas back about 20 years with that dumb shit. Huh? I'm mad as hell about that shit.
Hell no.
Oh my god.
But I'm good though.
See,
What's
light skinned niggas always gotta kiss their own motherfucking ass. But welcome to the show, Miguel. Welcome to the show. Anyway, so tonight I want to play a little game with y'all real quick, and I promise y'all I'm done talking for a while. So this game is it's actually another black game that I picked up. Shout out to Let's Argue. So I'm gonna give you two, and we either agree or we're gonna argue about it. Okay?
I'm gonna fucking argue. Yeah.
That's just the name of the
right?
game.
Crickets.
It's just the name of the game. Okay, in your search, do you go with BBW or Ebony?
Neither.
BBW.
Okay. Anybody else? BBW or Ebony?
BBW.
I'm lost.
BBW.
I'm lost too in a search.
In porn.
Yeah, on Pornhub. Are you BBW or Ebony? But I had to read it how I say it.
I'm BBC, Big Black Cop. That's what
I'm interracial.
Ooh, she's so
I'm with her on
nasty.
That's what I look up when I'm not
Interracial.
Hey, Big Gerald. Hey, Big Gerald, you heard what she said, Big Gerald?
What'd you say?
What'd she say?
He ain't here. Never mind. Keep going. He ain't hear what she just said.
He said, "Did you see that?"
I heard a bunch of shit. I heard big black and interracial and like.
I appreciate how y'all took time to shout out y'all favorite porn, but shout out to y'all too.
Again, writing it down too. I ain't gonna.
You're getting a little info, huh? Something
Yeah,
to
I'm
look at.
taking pointers.
Wasn't that the question though? I answered it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't matter at this point. Better on-scene sex screen, Jody and Yvette and Baby Boy, or Keisha and Tommy and Belly?
Keisha and
Belly
Tommy.
for sure.
Get the fuck out of here.
Baby boy.
Tommy.
Keisha and Tommy, boy. Only real niggas gonna say
I'm
Keisha
sorry.
and Tommy. Let's just be real. Jody and Yvette was like some I'm sorry.
Oh no fucking Keanu.
Ain't nothing wrong with no makeup.
And then you start
Don't
eating
do
the
that.
pussy, and then you gonna tell me go
Do
cook
that.
some fucking tacos? Nigga, what?
That's how it be sometimes. That was realistic, okay?
Man.
The tacos was my selling point.
Nah, fuck me in the shower. Let's do it. Come on.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that either. Let me sip my drink. Wait a minute. See, I told y'all. Where the goddamn?
Oh, I'm in the shower.
I know. All right. Best TV couple. Y'all going with Martin and Gina or Dwayne and Whitley?
Martin and Gina.
Martin and Gina.
Martin and Gina.
Yeah, Martin and Gina.
Martin and Gina.
It's a toss up for me.
Man, Dwayne and Whitley only had that one scene when she got married. That was it for me.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was like she was
Gina had
chasing him the whole
episodes.
time, though.
She was.
Okay. Should a lady pay back the money borrowed from her husband or boyfriend? Yes or no? No or yes.
Hell yeah. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
First of all, I'm not giving my husband back shit. All the money I done put into that nigga, I'm not giving him nothing.
Well, the reason why I said yeah, because she said borrow, not give.
Borrow. Yeah,
Right.
borrow.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
ain't
I
gonna
take
tell
that
nobody I'm
back.
a borrow.
I'm not
I'll pay
borrowing
back.
anything from my husband. I'm taking it from him. How about that?
Now we all know Annie's a bully, so can somebody with a real answer?
I'm
gonna pay it back.
Paying it back if I said I was borrowing. There's no way I'm gonna tell somebody I'm borrowing anything and
That's
not
why I
pay
don't
it.
say borrow.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But you
I'll
saying
give it back
borrow.
if I said borrow. Yeah, I agree with that.
Guess
I'm
too.
gonna give
what?
it back and
If-
they be like, can I
so-
have that back?
And then they be like, I don't need it.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
need it.
different though. If I said borrow, I'm giving it back. But I know me. I'm not saying borrow. I'm saying nigga, give me that.
Break
Like
yourself.
Webby, give me that.
You sound
Run
like you trying to rob a nigga. Like
Yeah,
that's-
run
I
them.
will. I will.
Right.
Pow, pow, pow,
Give me that.
pow.
Right. Pew, pew.
She over there like it's my bike pump.
It's my credit. It's my debit card.
Man.
Nigga, give me that. Fuck you
Oh
mean?
my
Give me that
god.
change.
All
You got
all
paid
right.
today?
Anyway, I got a question. I do have a question. We're gonna start this off right because I had a question. My sister's been bugging me, argue with me because she came up with this question. It go crazy. So put y'all feelings to the side and answer the goddamn question. Is can your husband or your wife take family pictures with their baby mama or baby daddy? Why or why not?
No, bitch. Hard no.
So,
And I'm gonna tell you why. You
Okay.
giving the bitch an illusion or a perception of y'all. It's a possibility of y'all could still have something going on. That's for me. Bitches' minds, and I'm a bitch. In bitches' minds, we take shit the wrong way sometimes, and she could perceive that as a nigga trying to get back with her. Point blank, period. I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all had that one.
Okay, Gerald, can you? Oh, go ahead, Kiki. I'm sorry. Oh, first of all, before you talk, Kiki, we got a new queen in the building. All hail the grand Kiki. Kiki, welcome.
What up,
thank
Kiki?
you. Thank you. I like long walks on the beach, poetry, all that shit.
Yeah.
Girl, don't forget what I had to ask you.
Oh, so I'm gonna repeat the questions. I did have to get that intro for you real quick. Can your king take family pictures with his baby mama? Yes or no? Why or why not?
I'm gonna say yes.
Thank you.
Because
Okay.
it's no longer about him, me, or her at that point. The kid gonna need memories. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't make it if it was just like a one-time thing and it was tasteful. It wasn't like they was together. It was just like they was there, took some pictures with the kids. That's cool.
Okay, so my follow-up question, can he do like the cuddle, like the back cuddle with her like this? Or it gotta be
Oh,
like
no, that's going too far.
it's family pictures. So in the family pictures, there's connoting between the parents because we're showing love and symbolism. I just want you to answer the question. I'm just asking. Don't shoot me, y'all.
That child better be in the middle to be the link. I'm sorry, you ain't touching no more.
I don't know. I don't know no more. Hold on.
Yeah, nah, I'm sorry.
The game with that. I got jealous as fuck.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, kids need memories. Yes, indeed. But what the fuck we gotta make them together for? Let's make them separately. Fuck the bullshit.
Right.
I'm not taking
So
baby daddy at all.
So
Come on, Morgan. What you got?
I wouldn't mind, but am I going to be in the pictures? Because at the end of the day, like we gotta expect. Yeah, we blended. We gotta respect each other's boundaries. Now, I'm not saying take anything away because you can have a couple of shots by yourself, but we're gonna make this thing together. You know what I mean? I'm just in the child's life, just like just like I'm the bonus mom.
That's different. That's a different perspective, though. I feel that one. I feel that one, Mo. That's different. Now, if the whole entire everybody, me and my kids, him, his kids, his baby mama, that might be a different perspective for me. But just them and the kids, I'm not digging that. I don't give a fuck if they on.
That's why it's called their family picture. If you're in it, you're invading their family.
He on this side and she on this side. We not.
I'm not saying no, but respect my boundaries. She changed the game on me. I said yeah like a motherfucker. She made me picture him with his arm around her. I said fuck that. It ain't no way it's going down like that. Like, you gotta respect the boundaries. You know what I mean? You respect
so Morgan. Okay,
so
Morgan, what are your boundaries? So you're giving permission, but you're giving permission with boundaries. Tell me a little bit more about that. What does that look like?
The boundaries is don't make me look like I'm fucking stupid out here. You know what I'm saying? Like respect me enough to know that you're not going to be standing behind this woman like you're painting that picture that y'all are together.
Right.
No, stand back to back. I don't give a fuck. You stand up, she sit down, the kid on sitting on her lap. Mix it up, but not like that.
So what you saying is ain't no heat on her back and no meat in her crack in your family picture.
None of
that. Okay.
But listen though, you said respect boundaries, right? But taking that picture already gonna make it seem like if somebody else see the picture with them in it, they're gonna be like, "But damn, was they together?"
Right.
Right. So
I got that's what I'm saying.
So already that respect the boundary thing is out the window. So it's either you got to have an understanding, like, okay, this is what it is, what it ain't. But if somebody walk in the house and see that recent photo of the kid, the mom and the dad in their house, they gonna assume like they booed up.
Right.
Well, so is your answer yes or no, Miguel? I'm sorry.
I'm confused.
I mean, I would take the picture.
Yeah.
I would take the picture, but if it was the other way around, I would have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So,
but why?
I would go with no.
Nah, you can't have that.
Why are you okay to take the picture, but you'll have a problem with your wife taking the picture?
That's a nigga answer. You already know.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What I'm saying is, it shouldn't be that. You know, if they together, then I don't mind him taking the picture. Now, if we all in like a big photo, I'm a stepmama, and that's different. If it's a big thing like that, but it just be just them three, and they not together like that, that's mad weird.
Thank you. I feel the same. I agree with you, Miguel.
I ain't having it.
Thank you.
Let me hear from GQ. GQ seems like he's a logical man. Let me repeat the question for you one more time. Can your wife, since you're a man, take a picture with her baby dad, family pictures with her baby daddy and the kids? Yes or no? Why or why not?
No, that's how I feel, and it's a boundary thing, like everybody's saying. Plus, it's you know, like if you at the kids' football game or something, and they take a picture or something like that, that's cool. But like Christmas photos and postcards and stuff, nah, you know, I ain't having that. I ain't about to have you mailed out to everybody looking like y'all in a relationship and everything. I get it. You want to take a picture for the kid on their phone, let them save it, look at it when they want to. But as far as like having a portrait or some of that, nah, you with me now. And unless you want to be with them, then that's perfectly fine. Whoever you take the picture with, that's who you with.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Alayne here. So, Miss Alayne, can you please give me a woman's perspective on where you at with that question for me?
Yes, a no for me.
Why? The kids are still little. Like, you know.
Because it's like, what are you trying to portray? Like, you trying to create the wrong memories. We not together. So why y'all trying to make these memories like we together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not together. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you making the wrong memories. Y'all talk about making memories or whatnot. Uh-oh. Did my phone go out? Oh.
Are you good?
Like, why?
Right.
How come they can't grow up knowing like mommy and daddy was separated, but they always took pictures? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a no for me.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this, and I'm gonna let somebody else talk. So just say hypothetically, because it just popped in my mind. Let's just say, because we all know we split time on Christmas, and Christmas is coming up, and you scrolling down the timeline, and unbeknownst to you, all these niggas got matching pajamas for the family Christmas. What's your next move? I'm just asking because I was saying family pictures, that was permission, but you just scrolling down on the 26th and these niggas got matching pajamas and shit. What's your next move?
If the nigga next to me, I'm backhanding that nigga off rip. Straight volatile. That's yes. Because when the fuck did that happen and why was I not informed?
Bitch, he got the same haircut he had on the 24th in the picture. You know that shit happened yesterday. Where you at, Morgan?
I want to know when it happened and why didn't you tell
me?
You
ain't see me pull it. You ain't see me digging through my purse and putting it on the table.
Right. But I'm like, when did you take these pictures and why you didn't tell me? That would be the problem. You didn't fucking inform me and give me the opportunity to feel a certain type of way about it. You just took it upon yourself to go fucking do it with no ifs, ands, or buts about it, or even a care in the world of how I felt.
But you're not his mama, sis, and you already said, you answered first. You said you would not give him permission. So if it was on the humble and they bought daddy some, and they bought daddy some pajamas to match with everybody else, and he ended up in the pictures on Christmas.
Nah. You should already know how I will feel, so that would mean you wouldn't do it. So you would not disrespect me, because that now is a total disrespect towards me. That means you're disrespecting me, and you're disrespecting our union.
Sounds like a control issue to me. How do you feel, GQ?
You want to call it, sis, but if you already know I'm gonna feel some type of way, why would you still go do it?
It was on the it was just something that happened. The kids was like,
you're supposed to say, nah, my wife's not gonna
on the real shit. There's a lot of niggas that's not gonna sit there and tell you how they feel because they know it's gonna piss you off. You feel me? And he might just do it just to do it, but
they did it for the kids.
This nigga do it, he gonna be dead and gone, and I'm still claiming them on my taxes.
I know that's right.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like I heard both arguments, and it's just like I see pros and cons with the whole fucking situation. It's just crazy to me. I'm over here like, but nay, because it's like I agree with the simple fact that it's for the kid. But then when you start bringing out shit, and then he's standing behind her with his dick on her butt,
Yeah.
That beat on that crack.
Nah,
I'm
you know
tripping
what
on
I'm
the
saying? Then
taking
we
it
got an
without my
issue.
permission.
But
Y'all are not these people parents. They did it. Hold on. Let me bring my voice of reason. Where the Gemini at? Nikki, where you at? Nikki, where you at?
Well, of course, I do not approve of the whole picture thing to begin with.
Mhm.
There would not be a family portrait or whatever. Maybe like somebody else said about the pictures being on the humbug, like at a baseball game or something like that. But like a family picture, no, the kids got to know what the family structure is at this point. So they know that mommy and daddy is not together anymore. And we can have a picture with daddy and we can also have a picture with mommy, but we won't have a picture with them together because they're no longer together. Oh yeah, and in that picture with daddy might be his new wife or girlfriend or new, husband or boyfriend, but we're not going to confuse the kids just to be like, oh, because I feel like a lot of baby mamas and baby daddies be using that whole, we're family, want to keep the family structure for the kids. I think sometimes they do it for themselves. So
yeah. Okay, so the follow-up question to her was, if you scrolling down your timeline and on Facebook you so happen to see the picture that you weren't informed of, what is your next move?
See, I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna say, so when did the nigga get cancer? Because that's the only reason why you was gonna do something without letting me know that y'all about to take this damn picture. Okay, he about to die, right? I mean, I get it, his last wish, but next time, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't gonna be no next time, because he obviously
I'm gonna be
die,
pissed
right?
off. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be pissed off because I feel like that's gonna be something the baby mama came up with. Like, oh, I so happy to got you some pajamas. Oh, where your nigga at?
Straight up. I agree with you, Nikki, 100%. That bitch knew what she was doing.
Yeah, like how you just so happen to have some pajamas. Not my man. Sorry.
You'll know his size and everything, huh?
And I'm not that type of female either. Like I believe in like being like a whole family. I don't believe in, because we are all adults, you know what I'm saying? Nobody could control anything. So I think we should all like get along and stuff like that. I should be able to call her. She should be able to call me, and we should be able to, do stuff, but we ain't gonna cross no boundaries. That's just what we're not doing.
Right. I actually had that type of I would say households. My dad was married to my stepmom, but my mom, she went over to the party. My stepmom would call her, be like, hey, you coming over, blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, Morgan, I just bought Morgan this. She coming home with this, blah, blah, blah. My mom be like, oh, Morgan's not feeling good. Can you pick her up from school? You know what I mean? I had that.
Yeah.
So I understand.
That's how it was with my stepmom and my mom. My dad, my stepmom, and my little brother came and stayed with us for Christmas. Like they came and spent Christmas at our house. Like it was never that problem. But my stepmom been in my life since I was fucking 3.5 years old. So
yeah,
what are we gonna do? But with my husband's baby mother, I not in that sense, but we were able to call each other and talk with each other. I let her kids talk with my kids or whatnot. Where it started fucking up is when, because me and my husband was separated when her and my husband was together, right? Mm-hmm. And when she found out we were back together, shit turned. Like she felt some type of way. I'm like, damn, bitch. I mean, you could have had that nigga and I ain't had to come back to him. You could have kept him. It is what it is. But now you're feeling some type of way because I'm back with him, which I was still his wife. We were just separated, but I had no problem with him having a girlfriend because hell, I had a boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But now you want to be spiteful and do crazy shit because I'm back with him. Like, don't do that. We was cool until you found out that we was back together. Now you're starting to do weirdo shit, and I'm not that bitch.
So
I told bro, I'll be in Georgia in a minute, bitch. What's up?
Annie, she's not in here. It's okay.
But
I will text her and let her know that you said what's up.
I already told her what's up.
But I do have a question for you guys. Since you did bring up that story, I do appreciate you bringing that. But this is about parent trap. We're talking about the trap we call parenting. So is single parenting because of bitterness or because the other person just does not want to be there? I want the men to answer first.
Who taking it?
Thank you.
All right. In my case, I mean, honestly, she didn't want to be a parent right now. I'm just gonna keep it real. She was out here in these streets. She wanted them. I knew it. I couldn't fight it no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I let it go. I was the one trying to hold on to the family, do the right thing in church, praying, asking God to make it work and all that stuff, and it just ain't happen. You know what I'm saying? She was out here, and that's why she was cool with letting them come with me, because she still wanted to go out there and do what she wanted to do in these streets. I'm not saying she don't love her kids, but they was at home by themselves while they was out doing what the hell they wanted to do, and it was pissing me off because I had a court order, like I can't go to my own home and my kids there by themselves. It was just weird. So sometimes people just love their kids, they just ain't ready for them. Sometimes they just ain't man or woman enough to admit it, and they just keep going through the motion until the shit finally hit the fan and divorce and all kind of stuff happens, you know?
So when you got them, did she have bitterness towards you for even getting them, or she just let it go?
It was afterwards, because it was like I was picking them up, you know, with her little visitation. She got 2 days, so I drop them off, and then her and her little dude to be in the car, and I'm like, cool, we doing that. So when she comes see him, I got me and somebody else in the car. She looking like, oh, who is that? And now she upset. And I'm like, I have a different one every week just to piss you off. I did it on purpose.
Speak your truth.
Man, if she ain't gotta know who they is, I'm like, hey, take a ride with me. We about to do it. Because I seen it was pissing her off. And I'm like, oh, you mad now because it looked like I'm moving on and doing stuff with the kids. We had Kalahari taking pictures on purpose. I ain't gonna lie. I was doing it. I was like, hey, this is us right now, kicking it. So that's when she finally, you know, started showing her little bitter side. But she got over it. She be all right.
Okay.
Hold on. Put my crown on. My son gave me.
Oh, this nigga got a crown.
All right.
Yeah. Woo, woo.
Okay. I appreciate that transparency. Where you at, Miguel?
And he got it cocked to the side. That's motherfucking right. Boom.
Cock
it. Miguel, is single parenting because of bitterness or because the other person just does not want to be there?
It can be both. I feel it can be both, but we also got to break down what you consider single parenting. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it can be both, man. It all depends on how them two people got together, what was going on in their relationship. You know, a lot of people get together, be having sex, and the kid comes and everything, all hell just break loose. All of a sudden, your breath stank, you ugly, you got a little dick, your pussy stank. All hell just break loose. But y'all know how it goes.
That pussy always stank. When a nigga mad, that pussy always stank. Boy,
are you always fat?
It ain't
fat cupcake eating bitch.
Type of stuff. Yeah. So I'm far from a single parent. You know what I'm saying? But I do see a lot of different scenarios that goes on in it. Like he was saying, people do everything, be petty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And the pettiest thing to do is a pull up with your kid with the nigga or the damn bitch in the car. You want to get them up there hot. Man. You want to get them up.
Y'all, I did not care. Like whenever my baby daddy was around, he always made sure his bitch was around, and I did not care.
Well, my thing is this. Until I feel like I'm not going to bring my kid around another woman, period, unless I know we just together like that and we gonna be together. If it's just something y'all just kicking it and y'all just doing whatever. When y'all meet up with y'all kid, it should be both parents. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that other person have to understand, like, hey, I'm a single mom, I'm a single dad. I'm going to meet up with my child and my whoop. You know what I'm saying? About that kid, then both, people can relationships can get involved in that. But at first, it's to me, I feel like it shouldn't be like that. Should just cause a lot of problems. I don't want to pick up my kid and you got this nigga, he in the car. Yeah, what up, nigga? All that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like so uninterested about whatever my baby daddy brought around.
Got too much pride and ego. My thing, like, especially if I got a daughter, you got my daughter with this nigga in the car. Who the hell this nigga? I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's y'all favorite line.
Different with that.
You sound like my husband with that one. My husband always be like, "Don't have no niggas around my daughters, bro." What?
Well, it's just not. Well, you gotta have a level of understanding with that. You know, at least give me his hand. Can I talk to him? You know what I'm saying? This is my kid. You gonna be around?
I agree.
Oh God.
Yeah, if they're like your
what do you want?
Other,
I agree, but don't just automatically think I'm just gonna have niggas around your daughters. Like, I'm not even for that.
No,
First
I'm
of
not.
all,
No, what I'm saying
nobody's
is,
gonna be around my daughters. Neither is my son. And my husband didn't think about that, but he had a bitch around my daughters. But it was okay for him to have a bitch around my daughters. But it wasn't okay for me to have a nigga around my daughters. I'm like, how did that even make fucking sense? And I didn't even know the bitch was around my daughters. My daughters came and told me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how does that work, bro?
I get that.
What we gotta understand is once y'all break up, you can't control what no parties do.
Right.
You know so y'all have to build a relationship with each other. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people, it depends on how y'all break up or how y'all split. It's going to determine on what's going to go on for the next 18 years with you and that damn kid. You know what I'm saying? And this is more than us. It's about this kid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when they break up, depending on what it's for, whatever reason, there's always some saucy ass shit and some petty ass shit that's going to go on in between. So y'all finally get an understanding of, or y'all both come, you know what? This is about this kid. It's not about us anymore. It's about this kid. How we going to take care of this kid? You know what I'm saying? Because at first that shit gonna be both. Because if you're not a petty person, like you say, it's gonna cause you to be petty. You know what? You pull up with that nigga every week. I'm pulling up with a new hoe now.
That's true though.
Now what?
That's true.
How this shit? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can make your own stuff come out of character because of how somebody else doing. You know what I'm saying? And that may not even be you, bro. You know.
I'm too old now to be doing that. I hope ain't nobody doing that right now, because that's like when we was a little younger.
Opinion on that, Nikki. Thank you, Miguel. Where you at, Nikki? I want to hear what you say. I know you said you got a couple kids, so I want to know how you handle it.
Yeah, I got a few. And as far as like single, I was a single parent, but not by choice. It wasn't no bitterness my way, or anything like that. I guess because I was a young mother, you know, I had a kid while I was in high school. I guess he wasn't ready for any kids, and it pretty much showed. And we had a lot of, you know, issues or whatever because we were young. We don't have those same issues now because I wish that I could turn back the hands of time and do things differently, because I'm like, all this drama we had, nigga ain't want to take care of his kids. I would have just been like, all right, peace. Like, if I know what I know now, I would have been like, oh, you don't want to take care of your kids? Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. It's whatever. But I was actually hurt, like, by it, becoming a single mother, having to do for my kids by myself all the time. Like, that shit hurt. It's different when you a single parent and you have help from the other parent, but when you don't got no help or whatever, that shit hit real differently. You know, but it never made me bitter.
About that way. That's why.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like that, you know.
It hits differently, but you know, it is what it is.
Big ups to y'all moms, man. Much respect.
So, Nikki, to ask you a question off of that.
What you say?
Thank you, girl. But Nikki, she said big ups to mom. She said shout out to us, much respect. But my question to you, Nikki, is how I want to know from a woman's perspective, how do you really define being a single mom? Is it just because he's not helping, or are you saying it because you didn't have a support system? Why are you defining it as that way?
I define a single mom
because
as somebody
you didn't have.
That don't have. Well, you can have a support system and still be a single mom. Like, you don't have to. If you're not with anybody at all and you have a child, I think that makes you become a single parent. You know what I mean? Regardless of who's supporting you or not, because there is people that get a lot of support from like other people, like grandmothers and other, you know, family members, but that still doesn't take away the fact that they're a single parent. Now, if the woman or the man is remarried or whatever, that's hard to claim a single parent because you actually have two parents in the household.
Okay, I just want just a little bit clarification on that. Ms. Alayne, how do you feel about that? Can she hear me?
I poured another drink. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Oh, okay. It looks like she's muted right now. Her microphone is muted. So Kiki, give me some insight from the outside looking in. Kiki, tell me how you feel about
I was
that.
like, I really ain't have nothing to say, but I can honestly say that I can answer from the kids' point of view. You know what I mean? I came up, my mom was a single parent. So I can tell you how it is to be the kid. Like when it's toxic, like it fucks up the kid for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm like, you should really like squash all that shit. That's why I said I don't care about a picture, because it's like I'd give anything to have a dad. You feel me? But that nigga put that burden on my mother, because she did a damn good job. Better big ups, love you, mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I grew up with just my mom, but my dad was definitely in my life. You know what I'm saying? My dad still took care of me, but I was solely with my mother. You know what I'm saying? I went to my dad's house on the weekends and shit like that. But I always grew up hearing my mom saying she's a single mom and she's doing this by herself. When I got older, I noticed in actuality, she wasn't doing shit by herself. My dad was definitely helping her. He just wasn't doing it on her terms. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it when not necessarily saying when he felt like it. It's just he to her. But my dad always took care of me. I could call my dad still to this day at 33 years old and be like, hey, daddy, I need some money. And he'd be like, all right, baby, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a daddy's girl by heart, like all the way. And it took me to get older and have my own child to realize what my mom was talking about. And I was a single mom for a minute because my son father, I had my son in high school also, Nikki. And my son father was there for the first like 2 years. And then when I had my son, we moved from Youngstown to Georgia. And then after I finished high school, we moved back to Youngstown, and then I moved back to Georgia. So when I moved back to Georgia, he was non-existent. You know what I'm saying? And it took for him to get not his shit together, but his hustle shit together for him to actually be a dad and get my son. And he would get my son. He would come to Georgia with his wife at that time to get my son. And I had no problem with that because shit, I went to high school with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I knew who his wife was, so I wasn't upset. I knew who she was. I knew her character. She had her own child. So it was no problem for me with that. But when it became me just as a single parent, I still consider myself a single parent, even though he started helping again, because I was by myself. I did 85%, let's just say I did 85% of the work. Point blank, period.
Right.
Yes, he helped me. I never would put him down for that. He did what he had to do once he got his head right. But I was a single mom until I got married because I still call myself a single mom, even though I had a boyfriend. Once I got married, that's when I became a single mom because I had a husband to take on the fatherly role of my son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to add something to that though, because when you were talking, it made me think about it. When you say a single parent, like, okay, one of my daughters, for instance, her dad has always paid child support, but he has always been absent from her life. I could not say that I'm not a single parent because he took care of her financially. When it was time for somebody to need to get her from school or daycare or whatever the case be, I was the one that had to do it. You see what I'm saying? That still made me be a single parent, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I feel like we always use like how the person is being taken care of or the child is being taken care of. We still have that single status. And I know, Annie, you said it was like your husband, but like my boyfriend from my recent breakup, he helped me with my kids for years. Myself a single mother, regardless of me and him being married or not, because he filled in the blanks as far as me being a single mom.
Yeah. I mean, even when he was just my boyfriend, he did it, but they say you're single until you're married. So that's why I don't believe in that either.
I feel like that's a good saying.
That's why I put it that way, because they say you're single until you're married. So that's why
legally
I said I was a single mother until I became married. But he definitely took on the father role as my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't
he was in my life way before we got married. So
I just I just don't like the term single parent because I feel like when you say that, you can have a mean support system and it could be disrespectful to the people that support you and help you along the way. So I don't even identify as that, whether he does his part or not, because I don't want to step on my support system or my village. So that's why I asked that question, how you felt. But Mo, I want to know how you felt. But then after that, I want you to give me some of them Mo money moments right after that. So give me something with that, and then I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Okay, I am a product of my mom raising her 3 kids by herself in her community. Let's put it like that. My mom, the job my mom had is very, she gets mandated every time you turn around. She was a JCO. So, and then I also had my dad. So my dad has grown, I would say, in a father figure way for me, because I was my dad's oldest girl, and sometimes dad doesn't really know how to communicate with their daughters or have to love their daughters. It's easy to do man things with the boys, but when it comes down to your daughters, it's a little bit different. So but when he grew up, I'm gonna put that way, when he started going into like real daddy mode or whatever, it it's a difference. He got married. He took care of his kids and my step brothers and sisters, and I see both households, you know what I mean? So my dad, he had to grow into some things, and then me as in my mom's household, I see how she did. I'll just leave that there. I'm gonna just move on to money moments.
Mo
If you
money,
don't know,
mo money, mo money, mo. Come on, little mama.
so for those that don't know, I am majoring in finance. I am also in accounting right now at my position, at my job. Most things that people do not have in their household is a steady money or financial habits, if that's what I could say. They don't know how to go about figuring out ways to save money, figure out extra money to hustle, using resources that are out there for people to use, not just the single parents, but all the parents, because right now we're in a time where we're getting that extra money from having our kids. Now it's the time to be in preparedness for that extra money, because they're not always going to give us emergency money. So if I were you, this Texas coming up, take that money and save it. Put it as your emergency money. Your kid nowadays, they're hiring kids that are 15 years old and up. I'm sorry, 14 years and up, depending on which state and city you live in. Have them go out there and get a job. There's summer jobs. They're paying these kids a regular money. McDonald's out here almost at $25. Your kid's 14, making $25 an hour. Okay, show them a way and lead them down the path of learning how to save your money. I saw a guy on YouTube who charged their kid. He had school bucks, and then he charged their kids in his class money to rent their seats, money to buy things at the end of the week. I think that is a perfect way to show your kids responsibility as far as paying the adult system. All of us kids once in our life say, I can't wait till I'm grown so I can get out this house. Nope, show them that. Even some parents have took money from their working kids, saved it, make them think they were paying bills. By the time they were 18, going away in college, they had money saved. I know a young lady right now who's away in school. But before she went away at school, she held a 4.0 in school. She did volleyball and different sports, and she worked. And then she had a brand new car in high school. Her grandmother got her a car, you know what I mean? So she learned the responsibility. So now she's in school. She don't have to call home and ask for nothing. It's all about planning ahead and making sure your bad habits, as I would say, money wise, because not everybody had that perfect thing of money growing up, or a concept of money growing up. Now's the time. We're too busy to not show our kids. Like, you got to get out there and show them. You got to be out there and prepare them. because this world gonna eat you up and spit you out if you let it.
Right.
And that's my money moments.
Thank you, Mo.
Okay.
I dig that, and you just gave me an idea for my 16-year-old son. So he's dying to get a job. So when he get a job, tell him he paying rent, and I'm just putting it to the side for him. So when he is ready to go to college or whatever he want to do when he get out of high school, he'll have that money saved up. So thank you for putting that out there.
And stop kicking your kids out at 18.
Oh yeah, that nigga know he can stay with me for forever if he wanted to.
There's so many parents that kick their kids out at the age of 18, knowing their kids is not that responsible. Or we understand they hard-headed, they ain't gonna listen. Sometimes you gotta let them knock their head. I'm not saying let them fall all the way down to the ground, because you're gonna have to help them back up. But let them understand. Let them understand, like, hey, it ain't rocking. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. This, that, and the third, because in the community, that's these badass kids out here.
Talking about badass kids, look, she's sticking her head in the video. You see this shit?
It's these kids out here doing dumb shit. So we just gotta make sure, you know, if you gotta, your house is the safe haven, let them be the safe haven, let them keep them there, because keeping them there might be the blessing that they need.
Okay.
And that's so true. Let me ask you this. Kids out here just trip the fuck out. Like you kick your kids out at 18 and you expect them to be grown, but they out there and go do all this dumb shit. And then when they get locked up or something like that, now you want to talk shit to them.
Only way I'm gonna kick my child out at 18 is if they get beside themselves. Like,
now, if you feel like you grown enough to do what you need to do, then get the fuck up out my house. But I'm gonna let you stay here until you get your shit together and you're able to financially support yourself. Until then, you can stay right here with me. Shit, not forever, but you know, until you get your shit right.
Yeah. Well, shit, man, my kids is 20, almost 24, almost 20. One just turned 18 on Sunday, and then, you know, of course, I got the almost 12-year-old, and all of my kids are at home, all of them, because they're not ready. Because when they leave, they're gonna be gone. I want them to be gone, and the likelihood of them to come back home, I need it to be very low. You know what I'm saying? So
I left home 3 times.
Yeah, they're on track.
I'm 30 and I want to go back home. Fuck these bills.
You know what I'm saying? I left my mom's house, came back to my mom's house twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I even went and lived with my dad. Like I'm not ashamed to say that I lived with my parents for a long time with kids and everything. Bitch, stop counting over there.
I went back to my mom's house twice.
Well, I went back to my mom's place and I went to my dad's house the 3rd time. Okay. And I'm not ashamed of that shit, but I needed that support from them to help me get my mind right and to get my shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and my mom definitely helped me hell of a lot. But when I moved to my dad's house is when I truly feel like I got my shit together, my savings together, all type of shit. Like my dad kept my daughter while I went to work. One daughter wasn't in school, one daughter was in school, and my son was in high school, but he moved and lived with my mother. Like my son lives with my mother now, and that's by choice. It's not because I couldn't take care of him. That's just where he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And he's 16, so I can't tell him, nah, you can't do that. He has the option to pick where he wants to be, and I'm that parent to allow you to let you be where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel bad, but I'm now in a place where I'm in my own shit, and I know for sure I'm never going back to nobody else's shit. And I've been in my own shit multiple times, and I had to go back to somebody else's shit. But I know 100% now, you can never. And if you do see me, smack the shit out of me and be like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Like straight up, like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm at a point of fuck these bills. You know what I mean?
Hey, but I'm always at a point of fuck these kids, though. Don't misconstrue that.
Hey, but look, y'all, check this out, though. It's crazy because it seems like it's very common in our community, like the Black community, to want to push our kids out the door. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at other cultures, they all kind of stick together. Look how many Mexicans be in one house.
Maybe 20 of them in one house.
And the car.
It be 20 Mexicans in one fucking house.
Right. They all be sticking together. And if you ever look at the Mexicans and their kids and shit, first of all, Mexicans nowadays make a lot of money. Like it ain't like how it was back in the day. They make decent money, right? So you can imagine that everybody in that one house, they splitting bills, they splitting rent and all of this stuff. Their kids always got jewelry and shit on. Whole Cuban links around their neck and around their arm. Y'all see that, right? Kids always well taken care of. They always have food. They always have everything, all resources and stuff. And I think it's because they do stick together. We're the ones that push our people out. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with buying a big ass house and everybody staying in the house? Them houses be so big, you don't even know each other's in the house. You know what I mean? So why go everybody go get separate houses? You know what I'm saying? So we could struggle separately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question though.
Separately.
I got a question for y'all. What does child support mean to you? Like wholeheartedly, what does child support mean?
Oh hell no!
Let's really get into it. Let's get into it. What does child support mean to you, motherfuckers? And I'm gonna start with the men because men is always hit with child support. So Miguel, since you're doing the Birdman rub, what the fuck does child support mean to you?
Hey, y'all better put some respect on my name.
Go ahead, boy.
Don't say crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? Check this out. I'm gonna start off with my mama, right? She got child support for my brother till my brother 45. She got child support to my brother till he was 33 years old.
He was in school the whole time?
Oh, damn.
Listen.
He was in school, huh?
Let him tell a story.
18, then she sent him a check. And then when he was growing up, she never took care of him because she never took care of me. So I'm going to say that. So I'm going to get to this child support shit now. Child support means what it motherfucking say. Right. Child support. Because I'm going to tell people like, me and Sierra Brown, that's how me and Sierra Brown got to this shit. Listen, I keep telling people, right? People always say, well, if you got a child, it's gonna hire your light bill. It's gonna, man, fuck all that shit. Listen, because whether that child there or not, right? You still gotta have water to wash your ass. You still gotta have lights to wherever you gotta do in a house to cook. Depending on what state you in, y'all got gas. I got electric down here in Florida, right? You still gotta have a roof over your head. You still gotta have transportation. You still gotta have a motherfucking phone. You still gotta motherfucking eat. So it means what it means. I do understand some people's situations are different because everybody don't pay big child support now. Don't get me. There's some niggas paying $25 a motherfucking week.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get on. So we gonna get understand that you got some niggas who get hit hard, and some niggas get like, damn, I'm going to McDonald's. Fuck that bitch. I'm gonna keep trapping. I'm going to McDonald's. She getting motherfucking $25 a week. You see what I'm saying? So I do understand the women who are not getting a proper amount of money to take care of that kid. Because to be honest, I'm gonna put my business out there a little bit. I pay $168 every 2 weeks. I know that's not enough money to raise motherfucking one kid.
Right.
So,
but do you do more on the side?
You have to. You have to, but at the same time, that don't mean you take that 168 and you pay your motherfucking car note, or you pay your motherfucking, or you putting weave in your hair.
Right.
Okay, so what kind of baby mama do you have?
First mind is, wait a minute, I got this motherfucking child 7 days motherfucking week. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to motherfucking do with this motherfucking money.
I don't like them bitches.
But is your child taken care of? Because at the end of the day, because you bring in $100 and some every 2 weeks, does not mean that she ain't just went and got your daughter or your son any shoes, any clothes with her own money. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, that's why you have to have a understanding with the nigga you with. You see what I'm saying? If he a good nigga, he gonna know, like, I know they ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? But you do got some motherfucking women, so you know what? I'm gonna go downtown because I feel like I can get a whole bunch of more than they fuck they self up, but they was already getting more than what they get now because they done tried some shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a sour baby daddy, like, okay, that's what you get, bitch. So you go ahead and take them $50 every motherfucking 2 weeks. And I ain't got
that shit, boy. And that's real. That's real though. And real. I don't wanna I don't want to put nobody out there, but that's how my brother is. My brother been as bitter as fuck.
But you do have good women out here that's just in a bad situation, and the niggas just get off so motherfucking easy, and they sorry as fuck. So it goes both ways. So I'm not really dogging a woman out, but it goes both ways. But what we have to understand is, most what the fuck she'll do with it. But you got some situations. I know I had a homeboy of mine. He was paying $1,500 for 2 kids. She was living better than him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So his fault, he make a lot of money.
Sounds
you know,
like a good.
You see what I'm saying? So now she's staying home. She getting motherfucking all this assistance. She getting $1,500. She getting stamps, and she ain't even working. And she driving better than him. So
that's how it is.
Y'all be tripping, but if y'all got y'all kids, y'all get those same benefits. See what I'm saying? So don't knock a woman for being able to do that, because
you can't go joint. You can't do joint. You can't do joint. You can do joint.
Man just took custody of his kids. If he need food stamps, they will give him food stamps. If he needs Section 8 housing, they'll give him Section 8 housing. Right. It's no discrimination. It says it on there. It's no discrimination. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why that even be brought up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could do the same thing. Get custody of the kids. No man want to run down to the courts. That's what I don't know if it's a form of snitching or what, but it's like when it comes to like going to get visitation or getting a court order for certain things, y'all just don't be wanting to do it. A woman to go down there though with the quickness and
with a heartbeat, Nikki.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I told her.
Gerald, what about you? What about you, Gerald? GQ, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to say Gerald. What about you, GQ?
GQ.
Hold on, what you got, Kiki? Come on, Kiki. What you got to say real quick? It's like double. You got to do this when you trying to jump in that shit. What you say, Kiki?
And I done lost it now. See, that just fucked my mind up. Just come back to me. I think about it.
Okay. Go ahead. Come back. Go ahead, GQ. Tell us.
Yeah, I told. Okay, I went to court and everything. I said I want my kids, and I fought it. And I got my kids, so I'm one of the snitches. I told them.
Thank you.
I wanted to pay me child support. I got child support hearing coming up on the 1st.
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck if it's $5. I want it.
Yep, get your money. Exactly. Don't be one of those. I'm like, why don't you put your baby mama on child support? They be like, I got it. No, you don't.
No. Right.
No, I have a friend like that. I don't. I want her. Yeah. I don't care.
Right. So I have a friend that she's on child support. Her baby father, her ex-husband, rather. Let me rephrase that. Her ex-husband put her on child support because she has custody of their daughter. I mean, he has custody of their daughter. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I don't care who has custody. Everybody deserves to be on child support if that's what needed to be done. But don't do it bitterly. Do it because
I'm not
you
doing
need
it bitterly on my end. Here's what I was going to ask. I'm sorry.
That's why I wanted to ask this question real quick before I lose it again. Isn't it better to leave the courts? And this is just like a perfect situation or something, but isn't it better to leave the courts out of it if the said person is paying the money? Like if he's taking care of business, why bring the courts into it? And a lot of women
do it out of bitterness.
Can't go off of their emotions.
Yeah,
and they make the kids suffer. And I'm just like, now this man is hustling to pay his, or this woman or this man is hustling to pay their bills, and they're taking too much of their money. So how are they going to take a place for them, make a place for them to stay, then do for the kids? Then they're breaking their pockets, like, you know what I mean? If you could come to a sound way, hey, pay me XYZ. If you ain't got to get the guy, don't get them involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
I got
bitterness, Kiki. It be bitter, baby.
Just bitter.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Some people just bitter and they don't give a fuck about what you got going on.
And
they want to put you through the court system and make it harder for you to do a lot of more shit. And that's for men and women. Like, I've never been the type of bitch that want to do child support. I tell my baby father, do what you got to do. As long as you just help me. And even if you don't help me, guess what? My motherfucking kids gonna be taken care of regardless. I can't see myself going to the court and doing that to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I have a baby father and I have a husband. Even when my husband was separated, my husband used to tell me, put me on child support. Bro, I can't even fucking do it. I printed the papers and still couldn't do it. Like I couldn't move myself to submit the papers. Yeah. Like it fucked me up. I'm like, I can't do this. My kid's gonna be taken care of.
But if he wasn't doing nothing for your
kids, then that's a different.
Why not? I'll go after them then, because you ain't gonna leave. You ain't gonna fuck me, and I'm gonna have a kid, and you gonna leave me with it. You better go get his ass, or I'm gonna get his ass.
Yeah.
What about the women that do try to screw?
Daddy, you know what I'm saying? You have to put it on child
What you say, GQ? What you say, GQ?
Yeah. No, I was like, what about the women that do try to screw?
Need child support.
This is like personal, because the whole time I was going through my divorce, I was paying the mortgage. I had a mortgage. Okay. I was paying over $1,000 a month. I was paying the gas, water, electric. I was paying my kids' cell phone still, their little cable and everything, all while I was court ordered, not allowed to be in my house. This chick took me to court talking about she wanted me to do all that, plus pay $900 or something in child support. I got the papers. I kept them. I laughed at this, like, wait a minute. So you want me to do all of that plus give you child support?
That's
so
what
she
you call
brought
bitter.
the court in it. I had to go to the court with me and my lawyer. I already gave him a couple thousand. I'm like, look, man, she want me to do all this. The judge finally was like, look, he already paying for y'all to live in this house while he's not in the house. I'm out here homeless in this bitch. Y'all out here living good. I mean, I bought a house that I shouldn't even bought. Okay, this is over 100,000. I'm thinking I'm married for life. I'm about to do the family thing, white picket fence. Now I can't be there. I'm paying the fucking bills. I'm homeless. And you gonna take me for child support? So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm done. I had a stepdaughter. I was in her life since she was 2 years old. She was 15. I was paying her cell phone bill. My lawyer was like, look, you got to cut everything off. I was like, all right, your mom about to pay your cell phone. I cut that shit off. I stopped paying the mortgage for a minute. I'm saving up me some money to get me an apartment. Because I still had to pay the shit up. But she really tried to take me to child support. And I'm like, how could you be that damn petty? And then she wasn't even living at the house too.
You have to be good to make sure anybody else is good. If you're not good, nobody else can be good. You cannot make sure nobody else is good if you're not good. You have to be number one. It sounds selfish as fuck, but you have to be number one in order to make anybody else fucking good. Point blank, period. And I tell my husband that all the time. My husband has multiple children. And I always tell him, if you're not good, nobody else is good. You can't take care of nobody else. You can't take care of me. You can't take care of these kids. You can't take care of these kids that's outside our marriage. If you're not good, nobody else is good. So that was the smartest shit your lawyer told you, because you have to make sure you're straight before anybody else is straight. Because if you're not straight, you cannot make sure nobody else is straight. Period. If I'm not straight, my kids can't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy.
So let me ask GQ this question. Let me ask, because it's important. So GQ, I know you said that you went to the courts and got custody of him, and I commend you for that. But what was your breaking point to say, hey, I have to do this. This is where I'm at. What made you say, I have to do this and get my kids?
Like I said, when this was all during the pandemic, when she took me to court, first of all, I went to court 5 times, and the 5 times we went, she had the nigga with her at court. So that was like the beginning of the breaking point. And then the breaking point you're talking about, like I said, is when she took me to child support after I was already paying. I wasn't arguing or anything. I was waiting for the divorce date. I was out of the house, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna do me, take care of me. I can take care of myself. I can live with people. I don't care what I got to do, but I made sure my kids had a home to stay in, and you gonna still take me for child support? So that's when I was like, you know what, I'm done, because it's all about the greed for her. It was all about the money. You know what I'm saying? She sold her kids essentially for $20,000, because I sold my house, like I said before, and any money I made off the house, I said to my lawyer, like, look, she can have it, because I don't care about money. Money ain't shit. I can make that all day, every day. I was like, look, take the money off the table. Tell her she can have whatever we make overhead on the house, and all I want is my kids. This motherfucker was like, I'm like, $20,000, that's it? Like, what type of person are you to do that? And that's when I knew. I'm like, man, this chick, she ain't for nothing. So that's when I went for full custody, but they still granted her the little visitation on the weekends. So I was done with her after that.
That's fucked up, dog.
Miguel,
I'm sorry that you did that.
No, it's fucked up.
Miguel,
it is. It's for real. That's what happened.
Miguel, I know we kind of went off topic, but what was your question?
My question was, make a long story short, when I was born, my dad was in the military. My grandparents raised me since I was 8. And the whole time my mom was getting child support for me, right? So my dad got me at 8. He raised me from 8 till I graduated. And she still helped me on child support. So my thing is, why is it when a man, even though GQ did something different, why is it when a man can get the kids? Not saying all men, but it seems like most men, when they get the kids, they like, I don't give a fuck about that child support shit. Just give me my kid.
That's true.
You know? So why is that so different with a woman then?
Because men don't hold bitterness like women.
Actually,
And
I know a man right now that's doing that.
Huh?
That's the truth.
What you say, Alayne?
I said I know a man right now that's doing that. That's bitter as hell. And he took it was my best friend. Took my best friend to court for her kids, got the kids, and now she got 4 kids by him. And she paid like $1,500 a month for them kids.
Damn.
Damn.
He's
the question
bitter.
we were asking for, the question that you were asking before you answered that one is, what does child support mean to you? How do you feel about that? And what does child support mean to you? So we can make sure we get you how you feel on that.
I mean, child support, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
I said, I don't know, I feel a little bit different with child support because I feel like that's the way to tax poor people for not being married when having kids. Like that's just what I think. I think shit like that. Like what?
I said that's a good perspective. I never thought of it like that.
I just think it's a punishment. Like, oh, I don't know. That's just whatever. But I do think that females use it, to get what they want. Now, as far as Miguel was saying, I just also feel like once it's out of your pocket, I can spend it on whatever I want. But
that's true too. That's true too.
But it's like everybody was saying, like, well, what if she was paying all the bills? She bought the kids food. She bought all the groceries, and the child support money come at the end of the month. Nigga, that's mine.
Thank you. Come on, my goddamn nails. Nigga, I did everything all month.
I feel you. That's like my money coming back to me.
They keep losing their socks. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you ain't gonna do me like that.
That's like my reimbursement.
Yeah.
That's
now,
like
if
my
I was
reimbursement,
a
that's
mama,
true.
like if I wasn't a good mother, then I would understand.
I feel you on that one.
Right.
I definitely feel you. That's true.
All right. So I like all y'all answers on that. But we're gonna be grown. So turn your grown hats on, because now I really want to talk to you. I'm gonna hit you with a soft blow, then I'm gonna come in with my bullshit. So I want to understand where we at. So when dating and having children, is it good to know the person's previous relationship? Is that important to you before pursuing them in a new relationship? How do you feel about that when you're dating with kids? Do you need to know how their last relationship ended before you pursue, or where you at?
That's a good question.
That's
a really
that's
good question.
Truly good question.
Me and my husband, our child is together. Give me a second. Damn.
I hear you now, but I heard everybody was like, that was good as fuck. That was good. I'm gonna answer that shit.
She was gathering her thoughts. Look, my crown slipping. I told y'all that bitch was.
Let me answer it one more time, since y'all. Let me help y'all reprocess that. When dating and having children, is it important to know how your future person's last relationship ended before pursuing a new relationship with them?
Okay, so me and my husband is married and our child is together, but dating men that had children, because I didn't discriminate. Because I wanted to see how you treated your kids, and I want to hear if the baby mama talking shit, because I want to see if I can really see what she's saying that really happened. You know what I'm saying? So and I always tell the guy, if you have your kids,
the other bitch ain't always lying.
I know she could be always lying, but that's where you have to take. she's not always lying, but that's where you have to take the time to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You talk to him, you want to see how he interact with his kids. Now, once I figured out how he interact with his kids, I always told him, when you with your saying, because that's their time. You get me? So, but I want to know how because if she crazy, she got to come out the bag on us because we dating. I need to know that. You know what I mean? I want to know how your kids interacted with the person that you were with, because I need to know that, because some things could be triggers for kids. So is a way I come up to them a trigger? Or is the person that you was with was up there buying the kids? I need to know that too, because I'm not gonna buy your kids. Your kids is gonna like me, and we get along, or they not. And I'm the type of person we'll have the understanding if we decide to go forward. If we're gonna be together, is your kids gonna, how we gonna deal with the kids? Definitely if I had kids, if my kids didn't like your kids, we need to sit these kids down together so we could be like, hey, you know what I mean? After the introduction, hey, this is that me and your dad getting together, blah, blah, blah. But, and as if me and my husband, we're never, praise and hope to God that we don't. If we get together, I want the same respect. I want to be able to meet the girl or that, that you choose to be with, just because kids is the most sensitive things in the world at this point. Definitely dating somebody that either got kids, you got kids, or I don't care if it's they nieces and nephews they taking care of.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I love all of that.
Can I add to hers? Like I said, I was around my stepmom from 3.5. So my oldest brother is my stepbrother, but I would never call him my stepbrother because he was in my life since I was 3.5. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with him physically. That's my brother. Like, I would never, ever in life call him my stepbrother. But I call my stepmom. And she get offended by that. But I have a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're still my stepmother at the end of the day. But I feel like my brother is my brother, blood or not. My brother is always going to be my brother. My brother taught me a lot of shit. He took me in just as well as she took me in. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different dynamic when it's siblings versus parents. You know what I'm saying? I love my stepmother to death. She different, but I love her to death. But my brother, it's a whole nother bond that me and him have together. You know what I'm saying? He's 38, I'm 33, and can't nobody fuck with him and can't nobody fuck with me without it being. It's like, it's not he raised me, but he raised me. He put me in a position to be the person that I am today. He trained me up to be the person that I am today. I'm a little rough around the edges, but that's because of him. He wanted a little brother, but he got a little sister. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he treated me like a little boy more than I was a little girl. So I was a tomboy for a long time, but I figured out how to become a woman.
Andrew.
Yes, Andrew. Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. I was Andrew back in the days. I was definitely Andrew back in the days. They couldn't buy me dresses. They couldn't buy me shoes. They had to go shop for me at the boys section of fucking Old Navy. Okay, that's how deep it was. Like, I wanted to be a little boy, but baby, I love dick to the left of me. I just gotta put that out there. I'm a woman, but
shout out to your vagina.
Shout out to my brother.
Andrew.
What up, Quan? But
thank you. I gotta ask. We got a follow-up question. Girl, I gotta pee. Alayne, do you feel that the dating with Annie? Shut up. Alayne, dating is the way his previous relationship ended. Is that important to you to?
Please do not forget the like this.
Is that important for you to know the chick?
So you will miss.
I don't know if she just froze her iPhone. I don't know who froze, but I got the question. No, it's not important to me, but I'm still gonna ask because a lot of times I like to know just to hear how you're talking about it. So it's not necessarily what you're saying or how it ended. I'm listening to like how you're talking about it. So that for me, that just tells me a lot, like a lot, like all I need to know. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it don't matter what happened because shit happens that we don't ever plan. So,
question: if it didn't matter, why do you need to know?
So I can listen to how he's talking about.
Don't give him all the
no. I mean, what are you getting from that? What are you getting from that?
Don't worry about it. Eat your pizza.
Hey,
you getting material for later.
Alayne, the game is
material for later.
Listen, the game is to be sold, not to be told. Don't give him all that.
I'm sorry.
Don't give him that. Don't give him that.
Y'all get into an argument. And then what about when you said about
you can't be giving away the secrets, man.
I'm messing with you, Miguel. I'm messing with you.
I'm just saying. I'm just make it make sense.
What about you, Kiki?
You on mute, baby. You on mute.
Yeah, point to your ears.
There you go.
Kiki, we can't hear you.
I don't have any kids, so that's why I didn't answer the question.
No, but do you date gentlemen with kids?
Are you hold on 1 second. She meant to say, are you a father fucker?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Most definitely.
I fucked a couple father.
Now we got that out of the way. Tell me more, Kiki. I'm here to listen.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, the question was, is knowing how someone's previous relationship ended important for you to know in order to move forward with them in a relationship of your own?
Yeah, I basically don't care what happened before me. Because if it was something with her, she'd have been able to keep her. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm with you, sis. I'm with you, sis. I don't give a fuck about it.
Speak your shit. GQ, where you at with that? Because I know you can't get a single dad on.
Yeah.
But you are still bringing someone new into your kids whenever y'all get to that point. Is that important to you, sir?
Their previous relationship, honestly, is not important to me. I want to see what you're doing from here on out.
How it ended.
How it ended. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, unless you killed the motherfucker, I mean, I'll give you a chance. I'm just saying, like he ain't in on the side of the road or on the Lorena Bobbitt situation. You ain't knock him upside the head or nothing. I mean, I want to know if you're violent. That's what I want to know. So if it ended violently, I'm scared.
Just
you won't know unless you ask.
Okay.
I don't want no injuries or nothing. I mean, I understand there's a lot of shit that can happen, so I give everybody a pass.
It depends on what you call violent. If it's violent in the bedroom.
See, I'm all ready for the combat.
Right.
I'm ready for the Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? I got the kids in the room playing it right now. I'm trying to go in the room and finish her myself, but I'm good.
Where is my one? Where you at?
As long as it ain't violent, I'm cool. I'm good.
Miguel, answer my question, please, sir. Okay.
Let me hear it one time for the one time again. Come on, repeat it.
Miguel, where you at, Miguel?
I'm here. Hello?
Damn. I didn't ask this goddamn question 5 motherfucking times. Okay. All right. Does the
because everybody else said,
y'all know I've been drinking. That's why I'm tired of asking the question.
Y'all hear me?
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, does it matter? Yes, to me it matters to a certain, extent. Like I say, patterns change, routines don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna automatically just go into it, but I want to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So you want to know what's going on, pretty much what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? But not saying that person's gonna be the same way with you. But like I said from the beginning, patterns change, routines don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's just pretty much where I'm at with it. But I would ask. I damn sure ask now, and I want to know. You know what I'm saying? So I can get an idea, so you can enlighten me what I'm getting myself into. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you're not gonna really find out everything what you get into till you get into it. But I need to know. I need to know. Yes, sir. I think it does matter to me on my end.
Okay. And I
Men lie,
appreciate
men lie,
that.
though.
You know, some say yes.
T, you know you meet the
Some say
representative
no.
first.
But let me.
You know you meet the
That's
representative
true.
first. You meet
That's true.
who we think they
Yeah.
are, and
Women
then
lie, men
a
lie.
few months later we meet who they really
Women
are,
lie, men
and we
lie.
don't
You can
like
tell
who
men
they
things.
really are. We like their fucking representative, and the representative is who we want, but we got who we don't really want.
Okay.
Let's just be
Well,
real.
let
And
me
that's
ask.
both ways.
Okay. Well, since my internet doing a little crazy thing, I got to get my last question out. Then I'm gonna let y'all have this. But I know we talked a lot about single parenting, co-parenting, financing, and all that shit. I really didn't care about that. I was just trying to get here. So after all that parent trapping, trap with your damn kids that we hardly like sometimes, as a single parent, if you identify as a single parent, at what point and what time, or do you find time to fuck?
No.
Hold on. I want Kiki. Hold on. I want Kiki first. Hold on. I want Kiki to go crazy first, since she's a father fucker, and I love that because I'm a father fucker too. So
I'm a father fucker. My pussy been on the drought, so like I'm about to be jealous of all y'all answers. So about fucking.
But that's why you gonna go first. That's why you gonna go first.
Thank you.
So when that pussy was popping, as a father fucker, did you schedule those fucks, or did you let it happen, or did you understand he had to put the kids together to bed first? Tell me when you was on the prowl, when that pussy had that purr, what were you doing, sis? Go crazy.
You probably don't want to know what I was doing with my pussy.
Yes, we do.
We want to know. We want to know.
We about to turn this motherfucker into Pornhub, okay?
Go off, sis.
No, I'm sorry, I forgot the question. We done said dick pussy. My mind got lost.
I'm sorry. Every time I do this, everybody get lost. So let me ask the question again. As a single parent or as a single parent fucker, when do you find time to fuck?
I guess it's easier for the men to get out. You know what I mean?
Do you wait for that? What you do on big head text? I'm talking to you specifically. I got my big screen on you. It's just us here. Fuck them.
Because 9 times out of 10, you gotta figure like 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be with their moms. You know what I mean? So if I'm dating somebody with kids, then his kids is probably gonna be with the mom 9 times out of 10, unless some people have them half and half and stuff like that. So I was cool when I was fucking my father, a father fucker, right?
So you on engagement, father? Please don't. So hold on. I gotta ask her a question. So you were fucking on the weekends when he didn't have the kids? Was that your pussy popping time, or did you wait till he had the kids, but when the kids was asleep? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I must say that my pussy popped towards the evening times, and yes, weekends were very abundant. I was deep down. Thank you.
Abundant.
Love it.
Thank you.
Didn't she say abundant?
Not abundant. Woo!
Abundant. When I was fucking fathers, I had that Waffle House pussy. I like breakfast dick, but that's just me. Go crazy. GQ, what do you find? GQ, what do you find time to fuck as a single father? Tell me more.
Yes, so as a
I'm
single
just trying to
father
get
of
into
2 boys, it's easy to keep them little ninjas occupied because I myself was a little boy. So I keep snacks, video games, all that shit on deck. I let them have their way. And then once they go in that room, I know they out for the count. Any type of sneaky link I got coming in, they come straight to the room, put that fire stick on. That shit don't last long. We do what we got to do. I'm quiet. I'm respectable. I get up and leave and get the rag just in case, one of the boys come out and see something. I'm
give me a high five on that one.
There you go right there. You know what I'm saying? I make sure it's nice and lukewarm, not too hot. You don't want to be. Oh, you gotta have the rag, man.
Hey, clean, boy. That's a man. That's a man.
I got that diet dick too. It's all the dick, no calories. I had a vasectomy, so it's for if you ain't never had vasectomy dick, it's so fucking liberating. I'm just saying, I have the greatest time of my life. But anyway,
I ain't never had no vasectomy.
I never had no vasectomy.
None of the calories.
That's
Okay?
a different
None of
type
the
of.
calories.
Damn.
I was afraid when I did it at first, but I was with somebody I knew I didn't want kids with no more, so I did it while I was married, and now it is the greatest decision I ever made in my life.
Hey, that's different.
What you mean to no
Hold on,
calories?
let's drop.
You can't get her pregnant or what? I was calories.
Because he said he got the vasectomy, so no protein is coming out.
Look, it's no calories. It's all the fun.
But something's still there, right? Something is still there, right?
Huh? What'd you say?
Something's still there, though, right? It's just that.
Oh yeah, I can do it where you want it. You know what I'm saying? I can anywhere you want it. That's where you need it. I can do that part. I mean,
I thought you said like it was a break. Like what?
Nikki said, "Do you want to be a toaster strudel or a Twinkie, bitch? You decide." He got that keto dick. Low hard.
Either way, it's a snack or breakfast. Either way, it's snack or breakfast. I know that's right.
Are you a toaster strudel?
He got that Waffle House.
Yes, you can have it your way. That's what it is.
Thank you. Miguel, when do you find time, or do you have to find time to fuck?
Oh Lord.
Me and mine, I prefer mine late at night or early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Cause
like me, bro.
My kids are older, but I still have this thing where like I don't want them to hear me fucking.
Yes.
But mine's be like, I don't give a damn about that shit. Just keep going. Like I have a weird thing. I don't know what it is. I do not want my kids to hear me fucking. Like that's the word. But a lot of times my daughter comes to the door. If that bitch locked, she be like, oh, here they go again. And she'll walk.
We already know.
Walk with my here they
sneak
go.
Freaking.
He'll say, listen, she just say it so we can hear it too. Here they go.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. If I had a daughter, I'd be that way too.
Late nights, those are the perfect time for me. But she be mad because she be wanting that motherfucker sleep. But I'm like, fuck that shit. You gonna wake your motherfucking ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Wake up, baby. Shit.
He got that stingy make a schedule dick. I don't like that. Hey, Elaine, when do you find time to fuck?
I mean, I just get in where I fit in, and we just gonna leave it at that, like that. I'm not saying shit else, because we know what happened last time. I answered this question. So
nobody knows what happened last time. They weren't here.
I wasn't even here, and I know what happened last time.
Right.
So when she said that she got that double Dutch pussy, she gotta know when to jump in like this. Morgan, when do you find Morgan, we're having a young child. When do you find time to fuck?
We try to do it regularly when people not home, but we'll start an argument for no reason, just to make it sound like we're arguing, so the little girl could go leave alone. Because sometimes we'll do it while she's sleeping, and she'll wake up and come knock on the door, like, why that door knocked?
I like that.
She got a baby hater over there.
I do.
Get over here. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh my God.
I like it. I'm thinking I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna write that shit down like the other stuff before.
Let me get the name. Right. Fuck out.
Start an argument.
Where the hoes at, Nikki? Where the hoes at?
I got hoes. I got hoes. Nikki, when do you find time to fuck?
Well, when I was in a relationship, you know.
No, we talk about just fucking. That's all we talk about, not
right
relationship.
it's so far in between. I don't know. Whenever I want to, because my kids are all older. I got live-in babysitters. I could just leave when I want to, come back when I want to. So it ain't hard. But I can imagine if my kids were still young and I had to have them all the time, I'd be so sexually frustrated.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm in love with my rose. That's how sexually frustrated I am.
Girl, shout out to the rose.
Shout out to the rose.
Fuck that rose. I got a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and baby, I will close and lock my door in a heartbeat. My daughter last night was just like, my iPad, Dad. Leave your iPad at the door and go to bed, motherfucker. My business.
Hey.
That's what the rose do. About your business.
I remember those cop blocking days, though. I remember the cop blocking.
Oh yeah.
But when I was separated, I had a little boo. I would wait till my babies went to sleep, and I would slide out the house because we was in the house with other people, so I had to worry about them being in the house by themselves.
Yeah.
I slide out the house early before I went to work in the morning, one or the other. And I would get my shit off. Like, it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was no contemplating. It was no schedule. It was no thinking about it. It was whenever I needed it, I went and got it.
It's so crazy how when you have kids, you turn into a teenager sneaking out the house again.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I never sneaked out the house when I was a teenager, but I had to sneak out the house when I was an adult. That shit
That's
fucks
the fun part. That's the fun part.
I'm about to say that's the part that makes it. Yeah.
That's different. Like, I never sneaked out the house when I was a teenager. I had a nigga sneak in my house when I was a teenager. Left the house as I was
I sneaked
as I'm a 30-year-old adult,
summer.
I had to sneak out the house to go get some dick. That's ridiculous.
Oh God.
You talking about sneaking people in the house?
I don't even know
the whole summer.
You do it for the dig. Do it for the dig. Do it for the dig. Do it for the dig.
Whatever for the dig. Shit, nigga, I'm driving this snow for the dig.
Nice. The best. I ain't fooling with y'all.
Anyway, all I'm gonna say is I appreciate y'all being transparent tonight and just dropping that tea, because at the end of the day, people forget that we are human and we do trap for these kids, but I mean, I don't want no more kids, so I practice being sane when I say that sex for these kids, so I don't kill their ass. But Nikki, if you don't mind, it's the beginning of the week, so give me some words to get through this next week, please.
Wait, fuck them kids.
Besides fuck them kids, some words to get us through the week is let me see what we got here. Let me see.
Give me something.
All right.
I can dig that.
I don't know, but today is a phenomenal day. Today we are rising above the thoughts that's trying to make us angry and afraid. We are filled with focus and inspiring people through our work. And that's that.
Amen. I lost my crown. I had to put that bitch back on. Shout out to True Films Entertainment. Truth Entertainment Films. I always say it backwards. AAA Productions. I'm a little saucy, so don't mind me.
A lot saucy.
Hey, yo, mind your business, B. The New York really coming out. Mind your business. AAA Productions, ACS Productions for making this shit possible. Thank our guests GQ and Miguel for being on here, and Alayne, and welcome again to our new queen, Key in the motherfucking building, okay?
Yes.
Don't forget that shit, and make sure y'all follow us. I can't even fucking talk. I know I'm saucy. Follow us, motherfuckers, on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, IG. IG, Instagram is the same thing. You know, saucy motherfuckers. TikTok. Crown falling off my head. Y'all have a motherfucking good motherfucking night.
Last but not least, we love you. We appreciate you. And congratulations on your futures endeavors to my queen Gigi. I love you and I miss you. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Click like and subscribe.
All right, y'all. Be good.
Click like and subscribe.